General Thien Ba was embarrassed to speak. The owner is the uneducated type. But the men and women here still have some eyes. With you see? Surely you are next to me. No shortage of butterflies around, but it could catch his eye. There are only 3 people. Maybe this one. Even he himself is not aware of it. He hasn't finished yet. I have a little bit of peace of mind. Say more. Dong Thien Ba nodded slightly. Let's look at these 3 people. One is the great lady who is a commoner. 2 is 3 Misra's secretion stopped incense. BA is the owner. The other women. He never looked seriously. Including my sister at the bottom. Why are we 3rd? I can hear it a little light. But still not talking. Dong Thien Ba was in a cold sweat. In the heart of a battle. Even this little bit of ranking wants to be measured. Of course, a woman's jealousy is terrifying. For a while. He still laughs. Once again, please don't worry about this. This is not the rank in his heart. Just arranged by Tai. The feeling of 3 people. Don't blame. As I see it for the lost lady. You are more responsible in your heart. It's like taking care of a loved one. I can tell you he treats you like a fool. When it comes to men and women, we find out. What about the romantic innocent lady? Is a rare honest person. Not defiled by the secular. You see, she's probably like you. About the ability to develop into a lover or not. I can't say. As for the owner, he should not say. Unveiling the title of Korean Feng is real. Your feelings for someone who might be. His word is not over. The police were in a hurry to ask what it was. Thinking for a long time, Dong Thien Ba finally boldly spoke up. Long-time owner. Fear of wife. When I finished, my defeat suddenly turned red. A little shy. But in my heart more than joy. If it is as Dong Thien Ba said. For her, it is fear of her. It wasn't that year at the WWE. He also saw her as his wife. So it's among the 3 women that she is. The person with whom he has the closest relationship. Think about here. Suddenly in her heart came a sweet. The words he said the day before were forgotten. The other side is floating in the air. The worst of the world suddenly jumped 3 times in a row. He was a little nervous and suddenly sneezed. I thought there was going to be a war. I can't believe the Holy Spirit is not here. In his eyes flashed cruel rays. We finally found the cure. He immediately came. Coming down from above. People are startled. Watch the body appear. Take a deep breath and scream at the dragon. The most common. Looking at the crowd. Most likely, a strange smile. The old man made an appointment. Take back the god of knitting Hongfu Then Thien. The Lord has seen you for days. I loved you and was serious. Looking for a pharmacy. What's left? 2 people waiting for them. I don't know who's scared. Tell him honestly. Finish listening to this. Most likely, there's no such thing. With a devilish smile saying so. You deliberately played me. Not really a person. He was very angry, and the consequences were very serious. Dante listened to them explain. Most likely, he laughed coldly. Now he wants to kill people. You think Lao Tzu should kill AI? Hear this word. Everyone is scared about to cry. Who is this brute to let him go? Threaten to kill them. Look, this man is the devil. The gas is so strong. Just look at that, was horrified. The battle between the two monsters. Why let them be the dead instead? Now someone suddenly spoke up. Mr. Track, we're all soldiers of character. Couldn't get to the yard. If you join us, I fear I will humiliate your body. The corner of his mouth cracked a strange smile without warning. Most likely, look at the other person a little. An invisible force passed over him. Right then, he slowly fell to his death without closing his eyes. Most likely, look at the people. Laughing softly into a voice. You don't seem to have made one thing clear. He's killed people before. It's his will. 321 is the most likely to be cold. You don't seem to have made one thing clear. Murder doesn't have as many rules. So what about status? Hey haha, don't be so strange. I'm just a little butler. Of the third generation. It's like you don't have a title to say. Killing you is not an insult. This word just came out. The crowd immediately fell silent. Endlessly resentful. This person is too shameless. In the sky, what to do? Is there a third-class family that dares to inspire the Seven Kingdoms? It's like getting lost. This guy looks modest, but obviously pretending. It's like understanding their minds. Most likely, he laughed. That's right, he was pretending to have nothing to do. I'll kill you for boredom. It doesn't matter if you kill more or less, it's just a hobby. Who told you to confront me, ha ha ha? He ended up laughing furiously. Do hands immediately want to move? Threaten the people in front of you to run wild. My mouth doesn't stop screaming. Run, this crazy guy is a crazy guy. He's the evil one. Help me. I think this guy is most likely to be cold. Killing is just a trick. Everyone is afraid of death. As long as they are afraid of him, they will not dare to touch him. Even if the Emperor designed them here, let him fall into the trap. These people at an important time, you will be afraid to ruin it. Think about it and laugh again. The evil looks at the people who are fleeing. Hey ha ha ha, interesting. Then Lao Tzu had just waited for the Emperor to lean forward. I just came here to get you bored. It's just the next unlucky person. With a cruel smile. Most likely, he looked at the people. Everyone who looks at it falls to the ground in the blink of an eye. Death without closing eyes. Just in the end. I don't know who's shouting a quick run. They just had time to react and run away. But not many people escaped. The whole army is almost destroyed. Killed like a crow on the ground. Most likely smiling at everything. There is no chase. It is best if the goal is achieved. Lao Tzu is also lazy. The strongest lips take a breath. The two eyes are waiting for Hongfu to return. But right now, a soft breath into his ear. In his eyes flashed a ray of vigilance. In the blink of an eye, they hide. In the grass that catches Ra fastened on the ground. But when he looked at the man, he was stunned. Your face looks complicated and you are serious. I can't believe this guy is also here. If it involves him, killed him, it is not that he will be guilty of serious sin. They don't want to owe others their whole life. Even for AI it's the same. I don't even know the thoughts in your heart. Now hold your head up. Disgusted look at him. The devil you killed your master. I have to kill you and avenge him. Only rely on you, the most likely to frown. The corners of the mouth suddenly deflated. In the heart of unscrupulous. He said no, he didn't fight back. But he didn't give up biting his teeth. Based on my strength. It is not your opponent. Now it's in your hands. If you have the guts to kill me, take me to my master. This student is useless. I can't avenge him. But at least there's a hell of a place. You can also nurture him. Hear this word. Probably most people can't help laughing. This boy is cowardly. Afraid of being rich again. But this filial piety is rare. I don't seriously blame him for that. I can't help but laugh for an hour. Open your mouth to explain, don't worry. I will not kill you. And also your master. But he didn't have time to finish the sentence. Then I heard a windbreak. Unconscious face, the voice also stopped. Right now, the people led by the Thanthin Hongfu slowly also appeared. Hongfu was looking at him. Speak up casually. Here you are. Turn your head and look back, probably the most evil mouth. Prince Hongfu is sure to be the sound not to come. Look around, it's all dead bodies. Hongfu's serene nature said. It is as if the ghost of heaven is like an outsider. You have to fight a fight wherever you go. Even the soldiers didn't ignore it. That's right with your power. Don't ignore them. Do they lose their identity a bit? Yu Vu's son also yin-yang devil gas-poked. Indifferent shrugs rejection give opinion. Probably most casually speaking. It's just arbitrary play. Sorry about the soldiers. Then it's not just the prince who's here. If you want to play, let your master play. Hongfu Thanthin shook his head and said. Finally, look seriously. Speak coldly about that boy. If you want to kill, kill. Then the Lord will teach you. Bite your teeth with fear. But very quickly sighed. Go away, they may die together in the most evil hands. It seems like death is comforting. At least the world is our enemy. Better to die in your hands. Then he silently waited for death. The mood is a little better. Take a deep look at him. Probably the most silent nod. Slowly grabbing his neck, he pulled back. I don't know if it was intentional or intentional. Turn his body around. Turn your back to the sky, blocking their eyes. Admiring a character like you. Life is more painful than death. Hee-ho. My favorite thing is to watch the enemy suffer. Living in a world of suffering. So this time the old man didn't kill you. If you still want to die, go and find him. The old man must be complete. Take you to hell. Meet that dead devil of yours. He said that at the same time, he pushed him hard. Fall on the ground. But no one can see it either. Just a moment there. He slipped a pearl in his chest. Strictly fall on the ground. I suddenly opened my eyes and looked at him. I saw him again with a mysterious smile saying, remember. If the world is too big, you can come and find him at any time. The Lord will take you to hell. Go to your help. It's a bit of a doubt. The cool air spoke up. Probably because the hands are free. This kind of thing is rare on you. My heart is honest. Indifferent shrug. Most people are not ashamed to say something. Evil eyes looking at him. He wanted to see if this guy was real or fake. And then he suddenly laughed. It's just holding hands. You are not willing to waste your energy either. Then the Lord will do it. Just finished. He then struck a severe blow. But in an instant, one of his Kier chefs want to hit down in front of seriously. He stopped and looked at the surest thing. Maybe he's wrong and he's not afraid of this guy dying. Most likely, he's not down on one side. It's cold to laugh at. Why not drop down? Smiling for an hour. Home Fu, the sky is clear. This boy is useless. The Lord wants to deal with him. Fortunately, the prince's heart was also very kind. Can't kill. This word just ended. You two seem to understand what it means to laugh together. But it makes others unable to stop. That shakes. At the same time at a small cliff. A photo letter that no one's paying attention to. I'm watching the whole process. Look at the back of the best. Kia's fictional personality shows a strange smile. Oh. This is the enemy of the Dragon King. That noble government cannot help but attach importance to Sao. Ha ha ha. It's interesting, it's not trivial. Even compared to the heavenly government. The more likely this mortal boy is to suit my demonic taste. Very good performance tricks also NT0 just don't know. The two of them are stronger. Even though Sao, the old man doesn't have to pick up trash. Pick up 7 losers. I can't believe the sky for years. Appeared not a few good goods. This journey of the Lord is not in vain. Not bad, ha ha ha. Except 322 a round back around pole. It didn't work out in the end. Hong Fu Tian slightly stuffing mouth. Put the world in your hands to the point. Your purpose today is to come. It's because of this wicker. You just want to get it out of my hand. I'm afraid it's not that easy. Come on, let the Lord see your true self. Unconsciously frown, most certainly refused to give comments. Laughing, ha ha ha. You see me as a fool. In the land you fight with. This is very detrimental to Lao Tzu. That's right, it is. Hong Fu Thien nodded. In her eyes flashed with exhilaration. But if you don't move, what are you doing today? I can't beat you. I can't get the pellets. But his word is not over. Suddenly, an invisible force arrives. The world in his hands is gone. Wait until you look back. It was in the worst hands. What did you say with your mouth just now? In everyone's eyes, they suddenly looked at it together. Unbelievable variation looks the most certain. Say no words. Even if it is the Holy Spirit, it's always been cold. I can't help but look at him in horror. This boy. What did you do before? He couldn't even keep up with his speed. That bad image, the distant observer could not help but cry out. Here. What are you practicing? Even the Lord cannot see the trick in there. It's weird. Coldly sweeping his eyes at them. Probably the most ironic laugh out loud. Lao Tzu only took this wicker. If dawn had come today, Lao Tzu would not have made any more apples. As I said, 2 wings appeared in the blink of an eye. Turned into lightning, disappeared without a trace. People watched the shadow disappear. Still can't say a word. Completely astounded to the ground. For a long time the new soul. His face was also a little down. But he was joked by others. Lord this. The man next to him stopped talking. Hong Fu Elegant slowly put on his hands. On the contrary, he looked at the wind and said, "The ring is not here. Hear this word." He hurried straight in front of him. They say he is bad. The great prince is a mathematical miracle god. Soon brought the ring with knit medicine for me to preserve. If you can bring it back, it will be empty. I will definitely die, ha ha ha. Hear this word. The Holy Spirit is not happy either. Take the world back in your hands. Aggressive-fisted, not willing to speak up. This swap plan is a precaution in times of uncertainty. He absolutely did not expect the prince will be assured. Take this medicine and give it to your servant. I didn't expect to use it so quickly. He must be a difficult opponent to deal with. Even the wind in my heart is sad. But the Holy Father called him disabled. The 2 people in the back said the same thing. A serious side approves. And at this very moment, there's a commotion. The light in his eyes suddenly condensed. Unconsciously open your palms and look out. You don't see the world. In the heart of unconsciously great change, he turned his head to look at the 4 sides. I'm sure angry. Is there anything wrong with calling me? For an hour, most likely, suddenly appeared in front of a tree. Laughing and joking. 3 people behind, Hong Fu Than Thien Town business look why. This person turned away earlier. Why are you back? The King of Heaven bit his lips. Aggressive, glaring at why. You did what you did before, didn't you? That's right, Prince. I can't believe you're a coward. You can't bring the real medicine to tell me. And trick me. Are you not sure you will win against me? Smiling for an hour. Most likely, the 2 points to the hand. He looked at him sarcastically. The body suddenly trembled. Hong Fu serene in the heart of anger, but laughed coldly and said, I didn't say in my hand that I was holding a wicker. It's just a show of hands. You misunderstand yourself. You can blame me for cheating. Laughing with his face up to the sky. Most likely, I laughed. But if the medicine comes to hand. So this time we're really going. See you guys later. Just finished talking. Most likely, in the blink of an eye, I lost it again. Everybody's startled. The terror is gone. What kind of magic is this? You can walk around so freely. On the one hand, I am worried. He looked at the royal palace and said, it doesn't matter if the prince is lost for a while. The important thing is that it must be very demonic. The devil's body is unpredictable. The day after us, I have to deal with demons like him. If you can't tie his feet. Immediately after the war. Only he killed us. Not even one of his hairs can touch it. For us, this is quite unfavorable. Not Cao slowly put on the hands of Hong Fu. This spot suddenly flashed in my eyes. The student premeditated. Our previous plan is not specially prepared for him, Cao. You mean you're a little stunned? And finally, I understand. Now we're going to find the people who were threatened to run back. Let them try to train. No more. But his word is not over. The Holy Father was cold-hearted. They say they are no longer worth taking advantage of. Let them self-destruct in this mountain, King. There are some dependent families that we haven't found yet. Get them together, and let them go to work. Can't help but be stunned. People unconsciously shiver. This person is absolutely amazing. You say throw it away. It's like understanding their minds. The Holy Spirit speaks again. You know, the difference between power and burden. Power is the power that can help. The burden will only hold you back when it matters. They may even take your life. These people could have been our helpers before. That can help us to restrain this cruel lover. But now they're definitely intimidated. It should be our burden. If you let them continue to participate in the action this time, maybe at a critical moment we lose our lives. So we have to throw them away. Or do you want them involved? Death in your hands. This word just came out. 3 people immediately woke up and nodded, looking at the royal palace more and more respectfully. Look at them a little. Hong Fu Thin once again voiced Yuvu-san. You weren't strange before. Before that, I ignored you guys. Haha, now I can tell you. Because they are all the burden of the world. There's a group of people like that. Then we can get a sense of his direction. Dealing with Ra is much easier. This is the cat. Even if you know so well. What can you do? My eyes suddenly lit up. 3 people looked at each other. Praise Hong Fu elegant foresight. On the way back at the same time. There's no fun in the world. The face is a little dull. Then the Holy Father looked out again. But that's not the most worrying thing. At that time, if we don't put out a good drama look, to make the emperor afraid of face. The police officer was killed soon. He is the callous type. I'd rather kill the wrong one. In the psychological battle, he was in the lower position. It's limited by people. To said that the devil must accidentally have so much debt. The fighting is really bad. Tell them to find the key and the door. Whatever you say, you have to get them back first. Except 323 saviors return. Another dimension. Probably the most, after considering the personality. Dealing with Hong Fu Than Thien was quick. Go back to the place of the poor. Not long after. A wind-tearing sound. Follow the thunder. Most likely, he immediately appeared in front of everyone. Just for a moment, when everyone looked back, he returned, and his eyes immediately lit up. There is a waiting ray inside. I don't know after all, can you bring back the spirit or not? Same at that time. People who dance outside also take care. I look at him on the one hand. Not to exceed everyone's expectations. Most likely in the hands appear to gender. Just skin your eyes and look at everyone. I laughed and said, guess what? Which ring is Dawn in now? This word just came out. People are immediately confused, but very quickly react. This is not to say that he got it. God's back in the hand. Sao. This news is really for people to regain their spirit. Human concussion. The woman who saw this scene sighed a little. Look at why. Slowly nodding that boy though acting extravagant. But the critical moment. It never made people seven. If two armies fight. He stole this medicine from him. It can be heavy.